Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Donnie. I am going to be doing a Plan With Me video today in my Erin Condren. I'm using a kit from Petticoat Bandit. All of my links will be below. I have foiled this kit in red foil. It's different, very different. I decided to try this and I like the way it came out. As you can see, the foiling in this kit, which does come with this digital kit, for you to foil in any color you want. As you can see, there are multiple pages that you can foil. I have chosen to print out all the pages because I like all the choices. Trying to show you each and every page. As you can see, there are so many choices. Just those boxes right there of the checklists. Lots of extra boxes to work with. Even the glitter headers. The last page actually of her kit is what will cut into 2 pages of these girls of all different hair color and skin color. So nobody goes unnoticed. I have bow clips and a palm clip that I made. The bow clips are from the Creative Bee. Again, linked below. And I have some red foiled stickers that I've made using my Silhouette Cameo. And then I have all this lovely washi to choose from. As you will see as I progress, I will set some aside. But for the moment, let's look at these. These are from the Pink Room Co. And so are those two. The Pink Room Co. And just a little shimmy to show that pretty packaging. I have a few that I've used that I get, I think, from Amazon. And then this one, this plaid 3-layered bow washi's from Paca Post. I love the quality. And then this stack right here in my hand are all from Simply Gilded. And of course I had to pull all the buffalo plaid and the reds. And now I'm showing you the 2 types of red buffalo plaid. The left is Paca Post, the right is Simply Gilded. I'm going to put those aside and get started on the planning. I've already whited out all of the spots that I thought I would need to pre-plan and get it ready. And then I'm going to pull out the bottom washi and start with it. Isn't that gorgeous? Although it does have a kind of a light background, you can't see the lines on the bottom of the Erin Condren. I'm going to speed it up now. You can't see the lines through it. So, and for some reason, I fought placing this one on the right. I could not get it straight. And it kind of exasperated me. But finally, yes, I did finally get it to lay down straight. But it took me quite a while. So I know you'll appreciate me speeding all this up. There. Finally got it down. I'm going to put the date dots on. I'm working on December 10th through 16th. And I love that she gives us the numbers, because I go back later. If I'm using a spread and I want foiled numbers, I go back to these old kits that I've already used and pull the numbers off of those. So it's like I get freebies with every kit. I like that these are light colored in the background, because it gave me the opportunity, as you'll see eventually, to use more color in the kit. I think if those had had a dark background, I would not have used or chosen the headers that I ended up choosing. I'm thinking right now about what I'm going to be using to make my weekend banner. And she has so many different types of stickers in this kit that I wanted to go through and make sure I was familiar with what was in it. This is a new, I can't think of what they call it, a new way of making a sticker kit. a format. That's what I'm trying to come up with. This format is a new one for her shop. It's a little bit different than what I've been used to, and so I needed to kind of look and see what she had. There's the Paca Post. I think she called that the log cabin set. I decided not to actually use it in this particular, with this particular kit. What I did, however, choose was the Simply Gilded black and white buffalo plaid, and then some of the, as you can see, the darker red bow washi, and the light colored washi strips that are in the kit I had foiled in red, and so I thought those would go well too. So I have those sitting there ready to use, and this is how I generally think when I'm making these banners. I want the thicker, wider washi, that's hard to say by the way, to be on the base, the bottom part of the whole banner. And I also think symmetrically, like what is on one side, is that asymmetrical or symmetric? Anyway, I like the same thing on both sides. So that's kind of how I plan, and when I do a banner, it'll generally have the exact same things on both sides, and then one center in it, and that way I can keep things kind of even. Here I'm using the washi strip that came with the kit, and I'm making a point there on the bottom of it. And I like to lay my stickers in a swag, kind of an arc or arch, I guess arc, so that it will kind of look like it's swaying or hanging on a banner, on a line. She has, I'm pointing out here, the negative space from the sticker cut on the sticker sheet. That negative space has some decoration on it, color, whatever you want to call it, that I want to use as a element in the banner. And now I'm placing some of the thinner washi in between the open spots, just kind of keeping color and just kind of what I think will look good. I'm trimming that sticker down a little bit because I have some white space on the edge and I didn't want the white space, so I'm going to trim it down, and then I'm going to cut it in half so I'll have two of them, one for one side and one for the other. Now keep in mind this particular piece, or these two pieces, are sticker paper, and it is hard for sticker paper to adhere to washi tape, so I go back later and glue those down. And now I'm taking those negative strips, the parts that we would throw in the trash, and I'm going to trim them down. One of them, this one, I had to kind of trim the white space off of one edge, and then give them a point, and those are going to be elements in the swag, in the banner. I need to go back and put some glue on those two as well. I notice that they keep coming up. And then I have the black glitter tape. I never thought I would use black glitter tape, you know, washi tape, but I find that I go to this frequently. It has a tendency to give some definition and make other colors pop. As you can see right there, it just, I don't know, it adds a whole lot to the spread. I also like to cut even the narrow ones, and I use tweezers to hold the narrow stuff. I like to cut them in half, just give them a point, and place them in between some spots that need a little definition in between colors. And I really do like the way that looks. And I try not to cover up the foiled bows on the washi. There I am, gluing those down. Because it adds so much to the spread. Any foil does, and I'm a foil lover anyhow. So, finishing off the banner, I was trying to decide on headers. And as you know, I love foil, and I love the bows. Well, I also printed this with the confetti option. There are two options in this kit. that you can do on those pages. And I also had my red foiled headers that I want to use. But for the banner, I went back to that buffalo plaid, that black and white. I thought it just would look good, and I used it as the banner, as the header above the banner, and I really liked the way it turned out. And after I trimmed that off, I tried to decide which of the weekend foiled scripts I wanted to use. I have one I made there, and then the kit came with one, so I'm looking through finding it, and of course I decided to use the one that came with the kit because I thought it worked perfectly, so pretty, and that finished the banner, the weekend banner. Next, I'm going to be placing the headers, and I said something about the date covers being light colored. I finally decided that this, of course, I love using my foil headers that I made, but I wanted to use all the red that was in the kit, so I chose those as headers. And I'm trying to figure out my full boxes now under those red headers. I picked the girl that most resembles me, maybe at age 20. I'm almost 55, so let's just pretend here, right? And I have a whole lot of, I love this log cabin one for a specific reason, which I'll show you in just a second. So I'm trying to figure out which of the stickers that came with the kit I wanted to use. The upper left-hand corner, I've placed that sticker, and here's why. My house right here is the exact same setup as that sticker. My house looks just like that, except for the green roof. So anyway, that's why I really loved this kit this time. And doing the December sticker up there the way I like to do. I like to put the foiled headers up there and then put the December sticker up, or the month sticker on it. I think it gives it a good spot to land, and I like it better. These full boxes that come with the kit, many of them are foiled, and not only on just the first page, but on a secondary page or sheet as well. And so I'm trying to figure out the order that I'm going to place those. As you can see, I already did the two that make up one picture there on the weekend. And I'm trying to decide which ones to use for the rest of the week. So that's why they're all spread out, and I'm trying to figure out where to place them next. I love doing a spread where the full boxes are staggered. And so knowing that I want to use the foil headers that I had made as the top of each of those, and I messed up, I had to pull that one up. I began to stagger the full boxes around. Love the red foil on this kit. Did I already say that? This is such a cool kit. I think it would be beautiful in any foil color, honestly. Maybe not silver, it could work, but gold, rose gold, it would just be beautiful. In fact, I might just have to do one with the gold in it and see how I like it. That would be pretty. Next, I'm going to work on the sidebar and pull out some of the things that I wanted to use on the sidebar. Here I was looking at the way I had cut this page, so I was pulling some of the stickers up, and the one I'm placing down with the Monday through Sunday sticker, it lost a little portion of the left hand border, and I didn't like the way it looked, but I needed the sticker. I didn't want to use the one there because it really cut it off, and since the checklists were exactly the same and I wasn't going to use the buffalo plaid checklist, I decided just to pick one of those and put it over there instead. And then the little piece of bottom washi that was left over, I put at the very bottom, and as you can see, it's like a perfect match. That came out well. Now I was looking at the rest of the headers and trying to decide, do I want to add gray, that little scallop? There were plenty of those in the kit. I could have used those. But then I got to thinking, no, with the light colored date covers, I think I can get away with using just the reds. So I chose the confetti and the bow that are all foiled. And then for the checklists, these were the checklists I chose. But there are 3 or 4 options in the kit. You don't have to use just one. In fact, you could use them all if you wanted to. Next, I'm just going to be placing the headers and the checklist down, trying to keep in mind kind of what I have around it color-wise, which is why I'm going in the order I'm going in. And I found that the 2 colors that I had the most struggle working around are the red and the gray. Those light colors were no problem. They fit anywhere. But to equal out and set the right word to, what's the right word? To make both sides of the spread look even in their color scheme, the reds and the grays gave me the most, I don't know, I had to think about it quite a bit. And so you'll see as I go through the rest of the spread, my struggle with trying to figure out which grays needed to go where the red boxes needed to go, things like that. And it's not that it's difficult, it's just that I'm picky. So picky that I will pick up a sticker 4 or 5 times to try to get it straight. There's a little shimmy so you can see some of the foil as it's going down. And now I'm going to pull out some of the boxes. See, those headers, I could have used glitter headers. And now I'm going to go ahead and quickly place down the rest of these, thankfully, squared off boxes. I am still not a fan of rounded boxes. And I love the way a spread looks with all squared off boxes. So I'm trying to decide the reds and the grays. And of course there's patterns in plain to also consider. I think it's fun. I really do enjoy it. I probably make it seem like it's harder than it really is. But if I see a spot and I think it'll work, I'm just going to lay it down. And then if it doesn't work, I know I can peel it back up. And since I print my stickers myself, I use removable sticker paper. I can easily peel a sticker. So I don't have to worry about pulling out the undo and pulling up a sticker and possibly ripping my page. Excuse me. One thing I noticed as I was trying to finish up the spread was that because of the new format, I missed some stickers that I was used to having. And so what I thought I would have enough to work with ended up being only 4. And I'll show you that in just a minute. I'm looking at placing all the different colors of these quarter boxes next. And because of the way I plan during the week as the day goes by. In fact, at the end of the day is usually when I sit down, open up my notebooks and planners and start writing things that I have already done. Unless one of us has a doctor's appointment or are going on a trip or something, it usually doesn't need to get written down because, I mean, I may vacuum one day and who knows what day that'll be. It's just when I see the need, I do it. So I just give myself spots to jot things down as the day goes by. So that's why I'm putting all of my boxes down the way I am. And some people don't plan that way. A lot of people don't. But because it's just my husband and I don't have a big family to have to plan for, it's easier for me just to make my days work for me in the planner instead of making the planner up ahead of time and following what I've written down to do. Again, I'm working with the different colors of the stickers and trying to get it so that I like the way it looks. Looking through the rest of the stickers, I think this is the point in time where I figured out that these bows, I need 7 of them. There's only 4. And this is a bow divider, and they're not foiled in this particular setup. And I keep looking thinking I've missed them. What she does have, however, are some extra cutout bows that are foiled on the header sheets. And since I made both header sheets, I have a lot to work with on those. Part of the spots that I'm going to be filling in, I've decided to use some of the washi strips that she had in the kit. And again, the color schemes, the sizes, that, that comes into play. I need something busier or less busy in these spots. That I really wanted to put those foiled bow dividers. But since she did have the extras of the foiled bows and such in the kit on those 2 pages, and I'm looking for the rest of the bows that I know have been foiled, I'm pulling those out, and I'm going to start taking those bows and putting them at the tops of some of the half boxes and some of the quarter boxes. And because I have to have more foil in my kits, I just have to use those. And of course, who can have too many bows, right? So I was excited to have that option. Again, that little border on the sidebar, I just decided to stick a bow here and there to kind of give that a little more excitement. There's a paper clip glitter bow with foil on it, and because I liked it so much, I just threw those in there. These are foiled icons. I know I have to take out the trash on Wednesday if I can get down my driveway. It is covered in snow right now. Probably go to the store on Thursday. And I can't remember what it was I was looking for right there. I went and placed some of this deco. She got a whole quarter sheet, I guess, maybe, of deco that is gorgeous. So I picked a few of those out. And going back through all the sheets, these are what's left over. I mean, there's more than half of the kit left over. If I wanted to, I could reprint, and probably will, I could reprint just the first sheet of full boxes and have plenty of extra to work with. I'm going to place these last unfoiled stickers around on my kit because they're just pretty. They are functional things that I'm going to be doing and using, so just to add that extra to the kit. There's a good shimmy right there. And I'm about done. I'm going to choose which clips I'm going to use of the 3. I decided the buffalo plaid was not going to match very well, but the black really stood out. I appreciate you taking your time to watch. Thanks so much. Have a great week. Bye-bye.